Welcome everybody to another episode of Tryhard and Etheria Restart, where I explain the reason you have already died in Arena. In this episode, I'll tackle a very common defense you'll see, what makes it good, and ways to counter it, as well as give you an absolute cheat code for defense. Stay till the end for that one. I'm Shrike, like, comment, and subscribe for more gotcha content. Let's dive in. So the meta is always shifting, but the first one that has started to develop is Lily Massiah, a defense breaker like Gray, Kloss, or Dinah, and Mio, or Marvel. Let's go through each one individually and then explain the synergy. Massiah is the easiest. He's a big damage AoE nuker, often built for pure damage and sacrificing speed because of Lily. He also gives himself immunity after his AoE, which means if Massiah gets his ultimate off, it's basically over. Unless you can tank the hit, wait, or strip the immunity away, and CC him down, but that's asking a lot. Better to not let him do that in the first place. Lily's skill 2 basically puts a spotlight on their DPS and dubs them the Chosen One. This boosts them so far in the turn order that they basically go next, with some exceptions. And this is why Messiahs aren't built with speed, but Lily's are. They need their Lilies to go first, because not only does she bring their DPS up, she also grants the Chosen One crit damage up if they had already had the buff prior. And then, not inconsequentially, she gives speed up to their whole team. Hard to combat a team whose Lily has popped off like that. And this being her second skill, you may think that the AI would use her ultimate first. But no, it knows better. Skill 2 is priority even for the AI. But speaking of her ultimate, it's an AoE that can extend your cooldowns while reducing the cooldowns of the Chosen One, in this case Massiah, so he can use his ultimate again. Then they only need to cram a defense break in there somewhere to really wipe you. And to give themselves more time for that, they'll bring a Mio or a Marvel, 2 AoE turn order pushback units. They're built fast too, so they can get their ultimates off and really create some distance between their team and yours. And on top of that, if it's Mio, the next turn she can skill 2 and freeze your whole team. Personally, I like to just use skill 2 first to freeze everyone, because as I mentioned in my last Etheria restart video, turn denial is slightly better than turn delay, but both are still great. Now for the synergy. Lily will most likely go first, boosting the DPS. Then ideally their defense breaker will squeeze in to do their thing, and then Mio can go anywhere as long as it's before the enemy. But I like mine even faster than my Lily. And then once your team is tenderized, Massiah comes in and nukes. And if you're still alive, Lily uses that AoE and refreshes his ultimate, Mio freezes anyone who dared come close to taking a turn, and then Massiah finishes you off with another ultimate. Does that sound about right? So how do we tackle this team? If avoiding it isn't an option, because seriously, what are you doing attacking this defense? You're crazy. But if you simply must attack this defense, then I would bring a very fast Ling Luo or Hellkid for full team immunity, or equip your CC unit with Bulwark. With 8 on Bulwark, your unit is granted immunity for 1 turn. So either Marvel, Kraken, or your own Mio. Heck, even Kazuyo could work. The idea is that you only need to be faster than Massiah, because the defense break will miss you, the pushback or freeze will miss you, and then you'll go and CC them before Massiah gets his turn. Make this character fast and accurate. And after that, just hope your own damage can win the match. But if you stop their Lily combo and your damage still isn't enough, then you had no business in that battle to begin with. Another option is a turtle team. Especially if their defense breaker is Dinah, you can bring Tiamat, Ling Luo, possibly Holden. Holden works even if they're using Kloss or Gray. He's a tough bruiser type fire unit. The idea here is that you aren't trying to beat them, you're just trying to survive the first and possibly second wave of attacks. And the great thing about Holden is that he can wipe Massiah's immunity off. Here you run the risk of Lily cooling down your own unit's best attacks, including said strip. So unlike many defenses, this one isn't a one and done. The Lily Massiah comp feeds into itself and also hampers your own ability to effectively strike back. It's an all-in-one comp that's very difficult to counter, which is why many use it. But by far the best way to counter it is to avoid it altogether. With this tip, you may be able to do just that. Thanks for making it to the end, and as a reward, here's the big arena secret. You care about shop currency. That's what matters. And sure, you get over 100 for a win and a pittance for a loss, but you get 10 attacks a day. In order to make the options you have for opponents be as easy as possible for all 10 of those, your overall rank needs to be abysmally low, as low as possible. And in order for that to happen, you need to get attacked a lot and beaten. So place a troll defense, 1 unit, unleveled, and you'll be attacked constantly. Your rank will remain low, and your spread of opponents each day will be a cakewalk, making sure you're earning the maximum you can from those tickets. The only caveat is that about 7 days before the end of the season, you'll want to put a real defense in and start to try and climb as high as you can. It'll be a little difficult towards the end, but you'll find where your power level sits and claim the corresponding rewards, which would be much better than if you had kept the fake defense until the end. But this way makes a lot more sense than intentionally giving yourself extremely hard opponents each day because you just don't want to fall in the ranks. Don't worry about falling. You don't lose any of the currencies, and the rank only matters the first time you achieve it and at the end of the season. And with that being said, I'm gonna fly. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.